So now, as I said before, best practice to do before actually beginning the Surya Namaskar: 1, run through your alignment of Tadasana. 2, do a little bit of breath work, that preliminary breath work that gets into the fingers, into the wrists, into the shoulders, and it helps you gauge where the student's at in terms of their breath on any given day. It gives you the opportunity to gauge where your breath is. So first, we begin with Tadasana. We want to stand, feet are hip distance apart, if not wider, depending on how far along we are, how big the belly is. Feet are going to be wider. Outer edge of the foot is generally in line with the outer edge of the mat, provided that the kneecaps are pointing straight. If the kneecaps are not pointing straight with that alignment, then we can modify and adjust the feet accordingly. But generally speaking, 90% of the time, if the outer edge of the foot is in line with the outer edge of the mat, the kneecaps will be facing straight. After that, we want to lift up our toes, spread the toes, and then place them back down on the mat. Try and really, spread them as wide as you can, and then really place them down, nice and solid. Then we want to envision 3 points of contact underneath the foot to the mat. I'd like a tripod. The tripod is incredibly stable, incredibly strong and balanced. So visualize 3 points of connection between the foot and the mat. From there, feel rooted, grounded, and then we're going to lift the energy up the leg, lift the energy up from the earth. So we're going to lift the kneecap, engage the quadriceps. We're going to tilt the pelvis so that we're reducing and minimizing the curvature in the lower lumbar, calling upon our deep core muscles. Then we're going to lift up the shoulders, roll them back, broadening the chest. And then we're going to adjust the neck. We're going to bring the chin back slightly so the neck is an extension of the spine. Beautiful alignment. Hands together at heart center. Just take a moment to feel this stability, the rooted quality that we have, the strength that we have in Tadasana. Breathe into here and exhale. And then breathe in and breathe out. And then we're going to run through some breath work. So I'll first show you and explain a little bit. So we're going to be inhaling here, then we'll bring the hands down on exhale. Then we're going to inhale the hands up as we reach the fingertips as far as we can to the sides, slowly circulating our arms up, bringing our palms together, gazing up. Then we're going to exhale, reaching the hands forward, turning, looking at the hands, turning our gaze down, getting a beautiful stretch in the neck. So on the way up, we're going to lengthen the neck, the front of the neck. On the down, we're going to lengthen the back of neck. Really getting into the fingers, the wrist, all of the joints, so that when we practice our Surya Namaskar, it will become more accessible. And also this practice will help us determine where we are on any given day in terms of our breath. And we always want to make sure that we're moving with breath that is full, it's smooth, it's comfortable. We don't want to feel rushed. We don't want to have choppy breath. So I'm going to count for the count of 5. If that's too long, please move on your own breath, because we do not want to have any tension at all. You want to breathe at a rate that is comfortable, a fluid movement, breath connected with the movement. So really important. So let's begin. Hands together. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. And now we will begin for 5, 4, reaching, 3, 2, looking up, and 1, and then exhaling for 5, 4, 3, turn the gaze down, 2, and 1, and inhale again, your own breath, your own count. Just make sure that you're really extending your arms to the side, beautiful rotation, and then exhaling all of the air out, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, anything that you don't need. Let it all out. Inhale, reach, lengthen, feel strong, look up, lengthen, and then exhale, let go. Exhale, exhale it all out till you feel that beautiful contraction in the abdomen. Inhale again, your breath, your count. Biggest breath of the day. And then exhale, smooth and long. Let it Beautiful. And then one last round, biggest breath of the day, biggest rotation. Really get into all of the joints, loosening up and exhaling. Turning the gaze down. Beautiful. And now, hands together at heart center. And just take a moment to give thanks. Give thanks for this incredible sun. All that is derived from the sun. The light, the heat, the nourishment. Because without the sun, we would cease to exist. So let's be grateful for everything that we receive. Let our breath and our movements be a dedication, a gratitude, a prayer, a thanks. And now we're going to inhale here, exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach the arms to the sides, slowly turning the gaze up, look up. And then exhale, bend the knees, navel in towards spine, lengthening from the hip joint. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, lengthen as you bring the left knee back. Exhale, right knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, all the way, come up, strong spine, navel in, lengthening, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach, look up, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, bending the knees, navel in. Inhale, right knee back. Exhale, left knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, right foot forward, lengthening. Exhale, bend the knees, fold in. Inhale, all the way, come up, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So again, that option, wonderful for level 1, 2, your students who are feeling generally good. Beautiful full body workout, meant for people who aren't experiencing severe conditions or discomfort. Now this next modification, we're going to add Malasana. And I'll add a couple of extra breaths here. Remember, you can add as much time as you would like in Malasana. Just be mindful that we're moving out on the correct breath. So let's begin. Hands are together at heart center. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach the arms to the side and up, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, pivot from the hip joint, navel in. Hands reaching for the blocks. Inhale, left knee back. Exhale, right knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, left foot forward, lengthen. Exhale into Malasana. Now we're going to enjoy here for some breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to plant the hands, rise up on the inhale, lengthening. Exhale, bend the knees, fold in. Inhale all the way, come up, flat back. Navel in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, pivoting forward. Inhale, right knee back. Exhale, left knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to all fours. And then exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, right foot forward, lengthening. Exhaling into Malasana. And staying for a couple of breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And now plant the palm, inhale, lengthen up, and then bend the knees, fold in. And then inhale all the way, come up, look up, reach, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. So again, second option, modification that's available. So again, just move, breathe as long as you want. You can make it a longer malasana, a shorter malasana. If the student needs some support, they could also bring the block and put it on any variation, any level that is required, and they can use that for support. Lots of options to explore and to play with. So options are always good. And the last one that I will show you, it's, as I mentioned, it's great if your student is feeling a little bit more fatigued on a specific day, if they're experiencing carpal tunnel and tension in the wrists and the hands as a result, if also they're experiencing nausea, heartburn, indigestion, because they wouldn't want to do the downward dog because that can provoke the symptoms and make it worse. So for this modification, you can either keep the forward fold in the beginning if they are not experiencing a heartburn, indigestion, nausea, or you can just stay at 90 degrees. So for the one that I'll show you, I'll stay with the torso at 90 degrees, parallel to the floor, just so that we can practice it, we can experience what it's like to make this modification. So again, really great for those who have any symptoms of carpal tunnel, nausea, vomiting, heartburn, indigestion. And also for those who are so far along in the third trimester where inversions, including downward dog, are contraindicated. So let's get started. So again, we have our foundation, our Tadasana alignment is all in place. Hands are at heart center. We're going to inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, reach, look up, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees. And we're going to place our hands on the blocks. Inhaling as we step the left knee back. Exhale, right knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, Balasana. Again, we can take as many breaths here as we want. We can also place our head on a cushion or a block. Options, lots of options. So we breathe here for however many breaths. When we're ready, we're going to inhale back to all fours. We're going to exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, left foot forward, lengthening. We're going to exhale here, just work on drawing navel in, lengthening spine. And then we're going to inhale all the way, come up, look up, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach, lengthen, grow tall, look up. Exhale, folding forward, navel in, long spine. Inhale as we step the right foot back. Exhale, left knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, Balasana. And again, take the cushion if you want. If the student wishes to take a couple of extra breaths, let them enjoy, let them spend as much time here. If you can sense that they need more time, offer it. Then inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, right foot forward, lengthening. Exhaling here, really drawing the navel in, long spine, bending the knees. Inhale, all the way, come up, look up, lengthen, and exhale, hands down. So, options to play with, options to explore with. It's as I said, an incredible practice that can be modified for anyone. And there's so many benefits to practicing this. In terms of it's a full body workout. You're stimulating all the systems of the body. You're also connecting the breath with movement. So you're going to have, in effect, a beautiful pranayama practice, calming the mind, helping you ground, become more relaxed and present. It's a practice that requires you to be present so that you're moving on the right breath. And it's a beautiful way to start the day. Tremendous benefits to practicing the variations of classical Surya Namaskar. And as I said, this is just the beginning. These are just a couple of foundations that you can work from. You can add more postures, you can omit postures. I just wanted to offer you a few different variations to start that creative process, to give you something to work with. So, important to know, it can be modified based on what the student is feeling, based on what you are, the course is for yourself, what you are feeling, what conditions you might be experiencing, and also the part of the trimester that you're in, whether it be the third trimester, early on, later on, so many benefits. And if you refer to the videos where we speak about all of the conditions of pregnancy, then you will be able to figure out which postures are ideal, which ones we should omit based on the condition or symptom we're experiencing. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm very happy to answer questions and provide some guidance on different postures and variations. But wonderful practice. I highly encourage that everyone practices this every day. I certainly did, and every day was different. So every day I did what my body needed, what I felt was required. I always started my practice with some general stretching, breath work. Then I did a few rounds of whatever classical modification or variation that I chose, and then I would go into a few rounds of Ashtanga Vinyasa A, a few rounds of Ashtanga B, and then my asana practice. So it can give you so much fuel, so much energy. If you don't have a lot of time, this is all you need. Connect the movements with the breath, and this is all you need. 10 rounds and you're done for the day. But I guarantee you will be feeling incredible in the body, and wonderful in mind as well. If you're connecting that movement with the breath, you will feel great. So that's my take on variations of Surya Namaskar. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon. Namaste.